on Born Before 64 at the Country Lodge at Sabasong Farm with Tina McGraw.
Hi.
And we were talking about storytelling, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to talk about the next retreat, which I think could be very exciting, and it's a couples retreat. You know, I went on an international retreat with my husband in England that helped us in that particular time period. Sometimes when you've only been married maybe 10 or 15 years, you're just still learning that person. Tell me what happens at your couples retreat, and especially for people, now we are not like this anymore, but we do talk about our feelings now. It took us that time period and that retreat to be able to do that and to learn how to do that. But there are a lot of people out there that don't know how to do this. Can you talk about that couples retreat?
What we're attempting to do with the couples retreat is we're not looking at getting an intense psychological thing going on, but more just a wonderful reconnecting and encouraging of intimacy.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And so as a massage therapist, recognizing the power of touch and in teaching people some basic massage techniques that can help with connection. We're going to do some meditation exercises that help with connection. We're going to do some simple communication skills that help with connection. So it's the whole idea of remembering the ground of your relationship. Why did you get attracted to this person in the first place? So what is the story of your relationship? And remembering the good pieces about that. So again, people telling their story is really important. People connecting with nature is really important. A chance to slow down, a chance to step away from work, a chance to step away from the concerns of children and, you know, other family members. But just an opportunity to reconnect with what's important and find that warm, fuzzy love feeling again.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think that's important for everyone. We've been married now 46 years. And when we first met each other, we only knew each other for 3 weeks when we got married. And it was like I had known him all my life because I really believed that God brought him to me at a troubled time. And he loved children. There was something about him that just was like a magnet. You know, he listened to my feelings, which was really different. I met him in a place called Fort Walton Beach. And I look back at that time and I think about it, and I have to share this with you. Our daughter, for our anniversary this year, gave us a picture that she actually had it repainted of us in the car. It said, "Look at the fish I just landed." It wasn't one of my favorite pictures on earth, but it was a time that I'll never forget. And I thought that was so sweet that she remembered that particular thing in our lives, right?
All the world loves a lover, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
this is
right.
Shakespeare, right? And it's the whole thing of reconnecting with that feeling of love. And once those feelings are there, right, they're pretty catching. We all want to be bathed in that.
Yeah, right. And I think everybody does. I think everybody wants to be loved in a special way. And wants to be cared for. And when you get excited about calling that person, it doesn't matter once a day, or that person calling you and saying, "Hi, how are you? What's your day like?" That means more to me than all the gifts in the world.
It does.
And it's that touch that you get from that person, right?
And so we're looking at actual physical touch, how that helps.
Right, that hugging. Because I remember in the beginning of our relationship, that person didn't want to connect like that out in public at all,
Mm-hmm.
not holding my hand,
Mm-hmm.
not whatever. And I'm this lovey-dovey kind of want to hug people all the time
Mm-hmm.
kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But today he's radically changed, which I love, And it makes you want to touch that person all the time.
Exactly.
Or just reach out and touch them.
Right. And so examining how we feel about touch and what type of touch is appropriate for each person and discovering that reconnection.
Right. And what makes
So-
them feel good and what doesn't make them feel good.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, if I touch the back of his head, he hates that.
He hates that. Okay. And you know that.
Yeah, and I know that. So
Uh-huh.
if you really want to get him, tease him, you do that.
Ah. See.
I'm a little
But
devil.
what areas does he like to have touch? Now careful. Careful what you say here.
I think he loves when I touch his hand.
Mm-hmm.
We hold hands in church for the peace offering or certain things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or putting my arms around him. I really love doing that because I love getting hugged because it makes me feel special, like somebody really cares about me.
Yeah. So it's an atmosphere where we're allowing people to rediscover what type of touch is safe, appropriate, welcome, unwelcome. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And looking at how that fosters more intimacy.
Oh, and that's, I think, so important, especially about their feelings. I remember the first time he told me how he really felt about certain things. It was a shock.
Exactly. And so when you do that in an environment where you've created a safe space for people to say certain things, it makes it a lot easier. So with the boutique retreat idea, because I've taught a lot of things over the years and taught a lot of different healing modalities and done a lot of different crazy stuff and interesting work, I'll say it that way. We can offer individualized retreats. So let's say we get two couples that are very much into, hey, we want to learn reflexology or we want to learn this or that. We can do this. We can
And
do
that's
this.
important, I think, for couples especially. It's funny, after a certain number of years, if you're not reconnected, that's when divorce usually happens, or separation, or whatever. And I think the key to our happy marriage, and I think you should do this every year, this connection.
Some kind of a retreat.
Is communication. I think that's really important.
And it seems like women are always looking for, let's do a getaway, And then they hear this from, the husband hears it from the wife. So now we're providing that, right? It's the opportunity to say, we can do this getaway, and we can tailor it towards, well, I'd rather learn about shamanism, or I'd rather go horseback riding, or I'd rather, do this. So with a boutique retreat, they can make those choices, and then we can open it up to as many people as would be interested in that.
Now, you're going to do that how many times a year? Just once a year?
No, we're going to do that probably at least 7 times next year.
Oh, wow.
And like I say, this is something we're opening up. It's a new idea, and I think it's a fabulous idea. I mean, just think, what if you decided, I want to go away someplace and spend some time with my girlfriends, and during that time we want to learn how to balance chakras.
Right.
We can do that.
And I think that's important, to be able to do things you've never, go out of your comfort zone for once in your life. And that's the reason why I love the different modalities so much, and I embrace them, and I think that's important.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah.
We need to say goodbye. I want to thank you so much
thank
for
you.
allowing me to interview you today and to learn all about you.
It's been wonderful to talk with you.
And thank you so very much. And give out your email address, and we'll give the website for Sapachong Farm.
To contact me, you can simply email me at tisamcgraw@gmail.com. I am also on the Healing Space of Cincinnati website. You can read more about me. And to find out more about our retreats, www.sabbathsongfarm.com.
And don't forget to go to our website at bornbefore64.com. And thank you so much for joining me. And we'll see you next time on Born Before 64.
Thank you for joining us on Born Before 64 with Kathryn Raaker. For more information on our show, check out our website at www.bornbefore64.com.